yeah.
Cloud against Pichu. Now, I think there were discussions about this. I don't think this is... Game 1, I just got intel, the insider intel. Game 1 is the Cloud against the Pichu. I recall seeing in a Discord server that these two were going to do this. They met in Grands.
I think Spider has requested that Honio plays 1 game of Pichu on stream today. So I think that's why. I quote from earlier, Honio saying that she has the best Pichu.
That's a big claim. That's a big claim.
Lucky Power said it's here or there.
Wow.
I mean, it's either fantastic or it's Pichu and dies at 20. You just can't control that.
That's very true. I thought we were getting the details on some high-level slander. That's genuinely what I thought when you said that. But no, absolutely. And we are seeing a pretty delicate start to Game 1, which is weird for both of these characters. And oh no, you just double jumped into that, thankfully managing to get back to stage. Ooh. And that was an optimistic finishing touch at the best of times.
That's not a usage that we usually see out of the limit, that option, and maybe you should have saved it to get back to the stage. Instead.
Yeah, I like the bravado, I like the confidence, I like the style points. However, it's not what you want, and this is the thing. Honio is going to be able to get a little bit more percent, not quite managing to shield that forward air, but what a beautiful dash back into forward tilt, perfectly spacing around that aggressive option from Honio out of shield.
And the thing is, if you're not abusing the fact that Pichu dies super early because of how light she is, you're going to lose to that insane damage output. Already 94 on this next stock, and still this Pichu lives. Ooh. I say that, but that lovely up air has decided to steal out that stock, and even on the stock count, nowhere near on the percent count though. This is definitely an uphill battle in this game 1.
I was going to say it was evasiveness was super duper good, but that up air does seal the deal. And that's the thing, up air is not really a typical kill option that you see on Cloud, and it just goes to show that how frail Pichu is in the grand scheme of things. The fact that you can die to an up air at 120 is utterly ridiculous, but Honio not letting it phase her at all, just managing to keep Jude Zenatti on the edge of the stage time and time and time again.
Zenatti does manage to get back to stage, saving limit though, goes to the cross slash, but they're not going to connect on that one. But Pichu hasn't managed to steal out the stock just yet, and now it's getting a bit scary. Pichu's, like I say, a very light character, very much can die very soon. These backends on ledge being very scary. How is Honio getting out of the corner? What does he have? Dash attack beautifully getting himself out of that very difficult situation. Calls out the down there with a nair, but that Cloud up B with limit is going to get Zenatti back to stage. Forward throw to put Honio back off stage again, and Honio stopping in the corner once again. What could she do? Nothing to get around that Cloud forward there, and Zenatti does take a lead in an unexpected situation.
So good, and that was the thing, is that she had a lead for the entire time, and then Zenatti just managing to hold on each and every edge guard attempt, each and every ledge trap, finally losing his stock there, but at 170%. The one thing that Pichu can do, Pichu's greatest strength, is the kill power. Pichu can kill at such ludicrously early percents that if you're dying to an F tilt at 170% as a character like Cloud, oh my goodness, the nair lock, but I don't think Honio was ready for it. But no, Zenatti doing such a good job at making every stock count and just whipping out the up smash there, taking game 1, beginning the ever large mountain climb that is winning from loser's side.
And now we should be back to our normal characters. We should be.
Should be. You would hope. You would pray. It would be ideal. For the Nintendo Direct's in 8 minutes.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we go. Inkling Pyra on the table.
And I'm very excited to see this, to be honest. These two have been not... we keep traveling to Sheffield. Honio keeps not being here. This is a matchup with what I've wanted to see for quite a while, and I'm very interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Of course, Zenatti going to have that extra slice of knowledge from being a former Inkling main, but the fact that Honio has stuck it out with this character, being realistically one of the only high to top level Inkling mains in the UK that did stick it out with the character. So many others dropped them for other ties here, such as Joker and Aegis, but Honio has stuck it out alongside Shanique, and both of those players have got truly excellent results to their name.
Yeah, for sure. And Honio's movement with Inkling is just so fantastic. The way he uses the Ink Dash to kind of confuse you, make you lose track of where the character is. Woo, that down there, just hitting below the ledge, but not setting a great angle for a kill, unfortunately. Neutral B not going to manage to secure the kill, and that's going to up B as well.
Yep, it's a very, very, you know, option with a little bit of cheese sprinkled in there, but you've got to be ready for it, and you can't be going for those kinds of options there. Trying to go for that tech chase. Really lovely retreat to the platform there from Zenatti, not even humoring the idea, and just not managing to cancel the roller, but Honeyho is just holding on each and every time with stellar DI.
Yeah, it's kind of incredible that he hasn't died to any of these FBs so far. But that down there, as I say, that is going to kill. Pyra, obviously a very powerful killer, whereas Inkling herself, not so well known for that. But Honeyho is very, very clean with her conversions, and I am looking for that up air conversion looking pretty soon. So I wouldn't say that he's going to get too far away from her just yet, but as I say that, 52% already on the board. But up smash and neutral to take that situation straight back.
I do like that option from Honeyho. I like the fact that she called out that, you know, that pressure that Zenatti tries to exert on the platform. It's so tempting to just hold shield and pray that Mythra goes away. But the fact that she was just willing to go, this is going to scoop you, and I will be able to get the kill from it. And, you know, 85% Inkling's damage output, almost rivaling Mythra's. So being able to get straight back into this, and with a little bit of ink as well, Zenatti finding themselves in a pretty dicey spot, and a lovely call out on the roll. That is something that you need to be looking out for. If the side B whiffs, what is the vulnerable Pyra going to do? And Honeyho has got that perfect knowledge just to know, okay, you're gonna roll because you're probably scared of me grabbing you. Roller's gonna cover it. Beautiful, beautiful awareness from her.
Yeah, and Honeyho, as we just saw there at ledge, is very, very good at using that quick jab to get herself out of some sticky situations. But again, you can see it right there. And Inkling's jab, actually putting so much ink on there, does do so much as well, making all of her other moves obviously do more damage. So it's something that I love to see out of Honeyho for sure.
You can see now just Zenatti trying to get any kind of straight hit. I think he wanted to fade off of the side there and go towards the blast zone. However, Honeyho deliberately stalling that recovery. Honeyho has got such good awareness of the options that Zenatti's looking for. A little bit suspect DI there on the forward tilt, but again, 103%, and we're just going to get our nickels and dimes, our bread and butters, back onto the table. And this is something that, again, we're seeing Honeyho go for these punishes on the up Bs, and I think she just needs to keep in mind that unless you've got a really fast option, you can't overly punish that at mid%. If you've just got to accept the fact that you're resetting to neutral, and this is where things get a bit scary. That patented patience is running a little bit dry here, and Zenatti slowly but surely crawling his way back into this game.
Yeah, for sure. And this is definitely getting to a position where Zenatti could win. That back end not quite going to do it, but Honeyho now has to get out of the corner, using the air dodge very well to get through past Zenatti. And now we're kind of dancing in the middle of the stage. Who's going to get the hit off? Zenatti does get the first hit off with that back air, but doesn't confirm into anything else. But that back air again, three back airs. Managing to just find those straight hits in neutral to finish off that game and take us to a 2-0 lead for Zenatti.
And this is the scary part, right, is that despite the fact that I feel as if Honeyho has got a really, really good grasp on the options that Zenatti wants to go for, Zenatti in those clutch situations, it's happened again. How does this keep happening?
You clicked the arrow once.
I did click the arrow once, and it didn't happen. I feel as if Honeyho has got a really, really good awareness on what Zenatti is both looking for in his gameplay and what he's expecting her to do. We're seeing a lot of spot dodges being called out by Honeyho because Zenatti's anticipating these grabs at mid to high percent because you get so much as Inkling off the grab, and we've seen these options being called out by the rapid jab and by other options as well. I think the problem is that when it comes to finding the kill, because Inkling's kill confirms are so linear, you know that they're either going to go for up throw up air or a roller, which in that case, in a tech chase situation, is a wonderful, wonderful option. You know, maybe Honeyho's going to make me eat my words, Gara.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play out of Honeyho, knowing that, or realizing that Zenatti wanted to go for that down there and going, well, if I'm above you, I can down there you instead. And I don't think Zenatti was prepared for that at all, which gives a very early stock to Honeyho, which is something that you need to be very scared of against a player like as good at Honio at neutral. But down there, upbeat is going to manage to even out the stocks. 50% of extra credit, definitely not something that Mithra can't deal with.
It's so difficult in that situation as well. When you get down there on that platform and it's a tech chase situation, because if Zenatti had inched forward and Honio rolled forward, then it still would have happened. It was a really, really difficult tech chase that was just not in Honio's favor in the slightest. Zenatti doing a great job covering 3 out of 4 of those options. And we can see Honio just slowly but surely beginning to lose this lead. I love that switch into the Mithra here, and just roller, wake up, do it, take another stock, Pyra. Zenatti's down to his last stock in this game.
It's kind of incredible how many rollers that Honio is managing to find onto Zenatti. I don't know if it's just not respecting the option or thinking that Mithra is going to beat it out, but I don't feel like you should be seeing this many roller confirms at this high level of play.
It's a really hard thing because it feels like to an extent that sometimes, you know, you're going for that high-level rock, paper, scissors game, and sometimes you're just like, I'm going to go for that level 1, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go for this kind of reactable option, and then it does work because Zenatti's thinking 3 levels ahead and you're still on the ground floor. Oh my goodness, just trying to get that up smash, but not quite managing to get anything out of it. Again, another nice tech chase situation there from Honio, and you can just see how evasive she's playing. Zenatti managing to get a grab, the side B not quite connecting either, and Honio once again stuck on the ledge, finally going to lose that stock, and this is dead even. And we've seen the kind of comebacks that Zenatti can make, and we've seen the damage output that Mithra has. All it's going to take is 1 conversion, and we could see a bracket reset here, Kara.
Yeah, we could, but I don't think we're going to get one. Up there being very, very nice confirm out of Honio. I was going to say that was definitely not the same situation, I feel like, as we saw in other games. I feel like Honio had a much more dominant control over the stage, much more control over neutral in that situation, so that was definitely going to be a harder hill to climb for Zenatti, and as we could see, not managing to climb it this time around. But that's not the only opportunity he's going to get. He's got that 2-1 lead in the set, so still has 2 more games to find that win to get us into that reset situation.
For sure, and we can see as well at the moment that even though it's 2 games to 1 in Zenatti's favor, one of those was in Pichu, right? So you've got 1 less game to be able to sort of gather your data and then take it into the next few games. Honio has got that privilege, being a whole game down, but I'm seeing the FD pick, which honestly I find a bit questionable. What do you think?
I can see why Zenatti has chosen the stage. I know Zenatti loves Town, right? And this is kind of has that similarity of Town at some points during the stage. I guess for Zenatti, it's the options of landing that he wants to take away from Honio. But at the same time, it also takes the landing options away from himself. But it's definitely an interesting situation to be in, for sure. Very nice use of the side B there by Zenatti to recover. Managing to shield the roller that time. Gets it down there. Gets the up smash, but not going to kill at this percent. Gets another down there into the up air. Also not killing at this percent. Oh, can Honio manage to land? She does manage to land with an aggressive option here. What is going to happen next, Josie? What are we going to see from these 2 players?
I think we're just going to see once again there's a lot of fire burning when you're at that lower percent, and then when you're at this percent, it's just so delicate. You're going for these moves, both of these characters, Mithra in particular, Pyra Mithra, they're very easy to edge guard. They're very easy to maintain that advantage, and a lovely little empty hop into the up smash, just scooping up Honio, and this is where things can get a little bit scary. I like the fact that Honio is aware of those percent ranges. Very tempting to just go for that up throw up air, but an up smash will take it for you anyway. But Zenatti, once again, and Honio has got to stop punishing these up Bs. If you get hit by the up B as the end of those early percent strings, 99 times out of 100, you're not getting a punish on it. And it feels like Honio is trying to go for these big options to get these hard punishes, and Zenatti's getting damage each and every single time.
Yeah, you say that, but Honio has managed to take a small lead in this stock, even out now by Zenatti, so I know that Honio maybe isn't doing the multiple punishes where she can, but she's definitely finding the interactions in neutral and those combos to rack up that percent where she can, for sure. Knows how her hitboxes work, know how they trade well into Pyra, into Mithra, sorry.
Oh, and I like the attempt there from Honio. I think she hung on to ledge. I don't know whether she wanted to drop down and then come back up with a back air. That side B from Mithra is a lot more punishable than the animation may suggest. However, Zenatti managing to get back on, but a back air to catch the jump on stage, and then just an aggressive option on the way down, and it's 1-1 apiece, Kara.
Yes, all stocks even, all percents even going into the last stock, and this is going to be a very tight one. Both players have shown that if they can get a one hit in, they can get quite a lot of percent going forward. That is a train started by Mithra, but not a huge one. Another down throw, another up B. All of these percents are starting to stack. Another back air, F smash, 83%, 84% coming out of the Mithra. Pyra is out now. Can we look for the kill? What's Zenatti going to do on ledge? Goes for an aggressive option. Doesn't really respect the Inkling hero options at all. Side B now coming out, but seems to be struggling to find those right hits at the right time here, Joycey.
Yeah, I was going to say, it does feel a lot like it's a rinse and repeat of this ledge trap situation, managing to get the tail end of that neutral B, but again, it's just a reset and renew situation, and Zenatti manages to reset the bracket. Excellent, excellent stuff to him, and I really think that whole sequence there, that whole last stock where Honey-O was just being taken from the left ledge to the right ledge to the left ledge to the right ledge. It was because she tried to punish that up B twice. And she got grabbed, and then she got forward aired, and then she was at the ledge, and then she got ledge trapped, sent to the other side and ledge trapped, and it went from this innocent option to try and punish this at 40 to suddenly, now you've lost the set. And it's something that we've mentioned between us time and time and time again, that she's going in on these up Bs and trying to punish them when the window is not there, and she really needs to make that adjustment.
We just picked Great Cave Offensive.
Did we? Oh no. Maybe, I hope it was Omega.
Yeah, maybe it was. Let's find out. I think it was Omega.
Let's hope so, eh? And if it's not, then we're going to be seeing the quickest quit out you've ever seen in your damn life. Yeah, we have got the Omega version of Great Cave Offensive. I do like this one. It's so, so pretty.
I have never seen this stage.
It's so nice. Like, some of the Omegas and Alpha stages are so, so good. Like, they're so pretty. They're a lot nicer on the eyes as well.
I mean, FD is just not fine on the eyes in the first place.
It really isn't.
Anyway, we are into this grand finals reset, and the 5% lead already started to come out from Honey-O. Does get the roll into Elspeth from another roll hit does come down. Elspeth going to take the first stock, and Honey-O coming out swinging. Doesn't want to lose at this tournament to Zenatti in this situation. Doesn't look like Joycey.
Yeah, she is doing such a good job, and of course Zenatti is at the helm right now and just flanking with that roller there. And again, another spot dodge. I can see the fact that Zenatti is time and time again trying to get around this grab option, but the perfect percent there to get the down air into the up smash. Finally going to seal it, but that is a 70% deficit that you've got to somehow get around.
Yeah, but as we saw in the grand finals before the reset, Mithra is the character that can get away with that, and 44% already. So I think I've got to get out of the corner, but Coach very beautifully managed to get her weave her way out of the corner, getting 2 hits in, extending the lead to up to 60% lead now. But Zenatti's managed to get a few hits in, but doesn't read the tech properly, and Honey-O is back into a positional advantage in the center of the stage. But again, the position just keeps changing, seemingly a bit randomly. Both players not seem to respect the defensive options that the opposing characters have.
And it's so, so scary in that point. She had a perfect punish on that air dodge. Zenatti knowing that he had to air dodge in that situation to avoid the up air, but rollers the wrong way. So, so unfortunate. And again, Zenatti has just climbed back, and another moment there. It feels like Honey-O is mere moments away from taking greater and greater leads, and she's just not quite managing to pull it out when it needs happening. She's doing really good at surviving. Her DI has been stunning pretty much all the way through this set, but she's not getting the kills when she needs them. And yeah, we've all been there. The up B just sending Pyra and Mithra just a little bit too far, and just dash back, forward tilt. Same as last game, Kara, last stock on FD.
It's kind of crazy how much better Pyra's kill options are than Inkling. Honey-O has to work so much harder than she does. It's kind of insane.
She really, really does. It's kind of incredible to watch. And honestly, this is a big factor in why Zenatti dropped the character in the first place. It is a very obvious weakness of the character that outside of those like 2 or 3 fairly obvious options, you are waiting for a straight hit of 170, 180%.
Yeah, and Zenatti's managed to start taking your lead here, trying to get the side view with Pyra, not managing to do so, but does get the back air right there Spots back to Mithra, realizing it's not the time for Pyra. Does get, but Honey gets the grab. What can she get going here? Gets the roller here. Starting to get stuff going. Up air. Ooh,
Yep,
what
she's
can
the
Zenatti
splat
do?
to cover the option, but Zenatti with a really lovely neutral air down and a really lovely neutral B to seal out the first game. Excellent stuff.
Oh, tap.
True, that would be a lot easier. Yeah, it feels like Zenatti has made some really good adjustments and done extremely well in taking advantage of Pyra's greater kill potential.
But it does feel like Honey-O kind of has the, what's the right word? Has the advantage in the neutral situations, gets the percent earlier, seems to get those percent leads, but just cannot finish off those stops. Whereas Pyra herself gets stops a lot more consistently, and that kill power, that consistency, I think is what's giving Zenatti the advantage in this set so far.
She was really cooking something there, just getting that jab one after the splat bomb, and lovely stuff there from Zenatti, just knowing to hold shield after foresighting the rapid jab. The whole temptation is that, brilliant, I've got my, slightly silly option and I can get a punish, but Zenatti knowing perfectly well that you cannot get that punish, but manages to get down air into the upper, and Zenatti, once again, tale as old as time. He's got a lead in this Grands Reset.
He does indeed, and I just want to put it out there, Foresight is a really dumb move.
So dumb, and it's so difficult to play around, and just about managing to roll back to just get that up smash punish. And again, this is how it starts. It's just little nickels and dimes, 20%, 30%, but suddenly you're running out of change, and Zenatti is the taxman.
I think Zenatti knows that the Nintendo Direct started 10 minutes ago, just want to be missing that hot content that's coming out, so it needs to end this quickly, and it's managing to live out of that back air, I think it was, which is pretty incredible. So now you can take the stock, it'll kind of be a very insurmountable lead, but does just SD going for something a bit cheeky on ledge, not managing to hit it, and does get punished for that option. But 100% lead, definitely nothing to scoff at, definitely nothing, well, definitely not an easy mountain for Inkling to climb. Lovely forward throw into down smash. If you don't know, Zenatti loves that bread and butter combo. But what can Honey-O do here, Joycey?
I was going to say, Jude is doing a really good job at just working around. Oh my god, just, it's time and time again, and it's so hard because the only option here for Honey-O is to sort of catch Zenatti in these jump situations, but when you've got such superior range and frame data, it just feels so difficult for Honey-O to get anything started without the potential of Zenatti just taking all of that momentum and just running away with it.
Yeah, they're showing for a cheeky footstool there, and that very easily could have evened the stocks out if she managed to get it off. But Zenatti's starting to run away with this game 2 of the Grands Reset at the moment, putting a lot of pressure onto Inkling Shield with this Pyra. 73% is definitely not a safe percent to be against Pyra at all. But Zenatti's saying, I need to get out of this corner right now. Swaps to Mithra, gets a grab. Forward throw goes for the F smash this time, not the down smash. And that up throw up there though, very clean, going to confirm that kill. Is this lead doable? Is this a comeback we can see, Tracy?
It's going to be a hard comeback to make, but in the same vein, it is definitely doable here. But it feels like Zenatti just taking the initiative here, just getting these 2 or 3 pieces, keeping that center stage, and the dash attack, potentially trying to catch a dash from Honey-O, and it's a 2-0 lead for Zenatti, 1 game away from winning it from the loser side. You know when he plays hot, he plays hot.
Okay, it's not you. That is something that just seems to happen. It went to 3 for me as well.
So I wasn't going to say anything. But now that you brought it up, you silly Billy. What you
Nah, not my fault. I blame the arrow. The arrow didn't work properly. Anyway, so is Zenatti going to manage to close it out with a clean 3-0 in this reset, or we expect to see Honey-O make some adjustments and come back, Gracie?
I think she's made a couple of adjustments here and there, but in the same vein, it just feels like there is a character difference right here. It does feel like in neutral they're going toe-to-toe. In conversions, they're also going like mainly toe-to-toe. It feels like Zenatti slightly got the upper hand, but it's this kill percent. It's these kill options that Pyra and Mithra just have that Inkling does not. have, and we're going to the FD version of Battlefield. I mean, I'm wondering if maybe I'm questioning these FD picks, Kara. I'm beginning to question whether having a flat stage is just a bit too much of a benefit, and Zenatti loves this stage.
Yeah, Zenatti knows his confirms on these FDs, on these flat stages. That's why he loves Powder City. You get the flat stage, but you also get the side platforms. It's the best of both worlds. But you know, you take that away, and he's quite happy with this world as well. It's not too bad at all. And it definitely feels like Honio has been struggling to land in this reset on this FD 3 times. But a very, very nice confirm coming out, taking the early stock. Maybe Honio does have it in her to bring this back.
Tail as old as time, and the up throw, up air of course being a little bit harder on Mythra because of that frame 2 foresight. So the fact that she had that percent on lockdown is so good, shows such good awareness. But again, these tried and true combos from Zenatti, even if they're not killing, he's gaining stage control time and time and time again. And it doesn't matter if you've got a lead, if you can't maintain it, Pyra.
Yeah, but Honio is starting to look like she's maintaining it. 55% already taken the spot. It's a fair amount of extra credit. Another hit there, 67%. Ooh, that's just going to give Zenatti out on that one with the up B.
Yeah, just caught the double jump just as it came out. Lovely foresight there to try and catch the back air. And this is the thing, Zenatti now throwing out a lot of these smash attacks. We're going to see if it works, and perfect from Honio, knowing her spacing perfectly is so scary in that situation where you think, if I misspace this, I look like an idiot. I look like a fool. I look like a rascal. And yet, Honio was like, you know what? You're not going to hit me with this, and I'm going to hit it with you. And this was looking like a 3 stock.
Let's say it was very much starting to get away from Zenatti, and that's not to say that this is all of a sudden an even game for sure. Zenatti's gone uphill battle to climb, already at 96% on his last stock, and Honio's left fresh at second stock. But what can Zenatti do? Getting a bit of percent cooking, got Honio on the ledge, went for the scoop with the up B, but didn't manage to quite get it there. Honio's going off stage to try and confirm this game, but doesn't manage to find anything just yet. And Zenatti starting to get cooking just again. Roller is shielded 90 this time. Zenatti not going to give a free roller to Honio in this situation.
It's wild because, like, even though that Honio is not, like, throwing out these rollers in situations where maybe it isn't working out, she's not taking that hard of a punish. In particular, not the one that just happened, but the last roller. She rolled a little bit further ahead than maybe Jude was expecting. And so Jude goes for this punish with Mythra, and just a fraction of a hair away from sealing out that game and just trying to get it going. And this is where it gets really scary. I love that aggressive up air, but not when it kills you like that, Jude. Honio with the game on the board in the reset.
We've seen that aggressive up air twice, and we've seen 2 SDs from it. I'm not sure if it actually works.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a time to try it, it's when you got a couple of games to play with. But in the same vein, if it's happened twice and it's not going, you need to stop going for it. And oh my goodness, we're seeing Yoshi's story.
Okay, Zenatti's done. It's direct time. We're playing 2 games on Yoshi's story. Let's just get this done, get this over with. Let's go home.
Yep, I was going to say Zenatti deciding, you know what, we have had enough here. This being one of, if not, Pyra Mythra's strongest stage. I mean, they're ridiculous on every stage, but the close blast zones mixed with the conversion, and that's something Zenatti in particular, you know, no Pyra Mythra in the UK confirms like Zenatti does.
And we've seen that Honio's DI has been impeccable, which has been keeping her alive a lot longer than a lot of players would do against Zenatti. But on a stage like Yoshi's, that DI is not going to help you, and I think that might make a big difference here in this game.
Just landing on with the auto-cancel aerial, and then just going for that rapid jab. Again, the advantage, but a lovely aggressive option there from Honio, just managing to make her way back down. That side B, again, is such an interesting option, and I really want to bring to attention the weights that Honio is doing. It's so tempting when you miss the tech on the footstool, and oh my god, that forward smash just making me eat my words, making it all about her. But with her, she waits for these moments where Zenatti's coming down with the down air, because it means that Zenatti has then got to second guess that aggressive option, because that invincibility on the get up attack does stuff out that aggressive down air from Pyra if timed correctly.
That up tilt though is going to manage to even the stocks up, and only 16% of extra credit. Very even game we've got going on here, which is not quite what I expected on Yoshi's, to be honest.
And I was going to say, given how small the stage is and how small the blast zones are, this has been a fairly, I would argue, a fairly tame game here. I was expecting this sort of unrelenting aggression from Zenatti, and it feels like Hunio is keeping this calm and collected pace that is forcing Zenatti to second guess his aggression at points.
Yeah, he's dancing very well around all of those Zenatti's options, seemingly. That side beat is going to catch out Hunio, and now we are getting into kill percents, and it's a very scary situation. Using that fast grab to get out of a bad situation, though. What can Hunio do to get out of the corner? She's very stuck right now, but then Zenatti has just put himself into the corner. This is all a bit crazy at the moment, but Zenatti does get the down air into the up air, but not quite managing to confirm even on Yoshi's. So that up is going to do it and takes a near full stock lead with only 33% on himself, looking to finish out this Grand Prix set now, Tracy.
Yep, final stock here, trying to get an early kill with that up B, and they're not quite working, and this is where things can get a little dicey here. You've taken 25, nearly a little bit more than that, but Zenatti just knowing to play it cool, to play it safe, to get as much percent as he can. He knows about the fact that outside of those early gimps, it can take Inkling a little while, and again, these options, I love that awareness to go for the down smash afterwards, trying to finish it all with that down air. And we can see maybe some hints of desperation. That roller coming out there from Hunio. But nothing is going to happen. Gara, this is so tense.
It's very tense. I love the option coming out of Zenatti to mix it up with that down smash. I've not seen that before. Must be a Yoshi-specific thing, I imagine. But yeah, this is a very difficult situation for Hunio. Dancing around the hitboxes of Mitra. Using that speed. Looks for the best smash. Does manage to hit it. Not quite going to kill, even though Yoshi's Pyra is now coming out there. And that trade is going to do it. Zenatti is your Sheffield Melting Point 114 champion.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Zenatti. We've been here time and time again. It feels like any weekly